Hi, and welcome back to Willy Morgan and the Curse of Bonetown. Let's get straight into it. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I'm feeling quite confident. We have our museum down there, the One-Eyed Jack. We need to find quite a few other places. There's no point going back into the museum or to the One-Eyed Jack or the library until we're ready to move on in those little sections. So we know down there is the library, the museum, and One-Eyed Jack's. Up there is where we first started. So there's one place to go. Hang on, that gutter, that looks... Is that a new gutter as well?
I don't need copper.
What's the deal with the gutters? I don't know their significance. What's that place? That... I wonder if that's the mayor's building. It looks quite impressive. Let's head in. Steve, I thought so. What have we got here? Some stamps, official stamps.
Better ask for permission.
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure.
Okay, sorry, dude. Sorry. Okay, let's just talk to this guy before we get in trouble.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry, do we know each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve.
Uncle
There's
Steve.
only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willy. Is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me, Willy Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
So he
Tell me,
knows him.
what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
Well, it's for Dad, of course.
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her, too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
I am curious about his dad.
Do you remember what happened to my father?
It's always painful for me to talk about Henry. We grew up almost like brothers, before he decided to leave and become one of the most famous archaeologists in the world. Despite his work, he always found the time to come back here to the family, and to meet his old friends. Unfortunately, his disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. The night before that fateful day, we went out together. We said goodbye in front of the old inn, where he was staying. The next morning, I stopped by to say hello. There was no trace of him. His room was intact. The innkeeper said he didn't see him going out. That's all I know. Since then, I've been racking my brain to understand what happened. But Henry seems to have vanished into thin air.
Just like Mom always tells me.
That's really strange.
Do you, by any chance, know what Dad was working on?
I wouldn't know. Whenever he'd come to Bonetown, he told us fantastic stories of the places he explored. We felt like we were there with him.
Dad was always an exceptional narrator. When he told me a story before bed, I couldn't sleep right away, but instead spent a good part of the night fantasizing.
He used to do the same thing with us here in Bonetown. Everyone was enthralled by him.
What are the stamps, though? Like, what is that gonna do?
Can I borrow a stamp?
Of course, as long as you use it responsibly. Even if they're dated back, they're the official stamps of Bonetown.
Right.
Thanks. I'll use them well.
Actually, when you're finished with your stuff, you can help me out with that stamp. I have a lot of paperwork to authenticate.
Gladly.
Sure.
I saw some construction work on the buildings.
That's one of the bigger problems in the city. It seems that our water resources are drying up. Some people say that upriver, certain companies have been doing excavations that caused the fracturing of some faults. But I launched an investigation, and there's no correlation. So I'm trying to solve the problem by recovering rainwater. And at the moment, it seems to be working.
I hope so, for Bonetown.
All right. Well, this mayor, Steve, he's nice.
See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks.
I don't have a problem with him at all. Let's take these
I
stamps,
might
though.
need one. I'll take the more worn one.
Oh, I don't really know what that is going to do. I think it might have something to do with the envelope in the museum. Well, we've got another thing to use. I'm pretty sure we have to use the stamp on that envelope. I just have this feeling. I have this feeling. Okay, so what have we got here? We have a pharmacist, a jelly bean dispenser. And what is that? Don't know what that place is. It's a restaurant, I think.
It only works with 5-cent coins.
Well, we don't have any.
I better not. I don't want any trouble with the law.
Alright, let's go in here. Dr. Fred. Surely this guy... Oh, look at him just eating. What? He won't stop eating, that guy.
Hey! That is fragile instrumentation. You can't take it without authorization.
Okay, dude.
Excuse me, I thought it was available for customers.
No. It's extremely important equipment for my job. Only I can use it. Or whoever has my permission.
All right.
Alright, whatever. I'm gonna steal it though. Can I have some candies?
Can I have some candies?
Unfortunately, I have to say no. The ones you see in the shop are needed to complete the recipe I'm working on.
Recipe?
As well as for my livelihood.
I noticed.
If you have some pocket change, there's a candy vending machine right outside the shop.
I actually
You can take as
do.
much as you want. It's only 5 cents for a candy.
Thanks a lot.
I actually do have coins.
What are you working on exactly?
It's a recipe of my own concoction for a new non-alcoholic drink. As soon as I find all the ingredients, I'll patent it. I've
Okay.
written everything I need on this piece of paper I found in the back room. There's still some ingredients missing to complete the recipe. Then I'm sure my life will take a turn, and I could say goodbye to Bone Town.
What does he need?
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. Maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
Okay.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
Easy.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
Yes. Definitely. Even, I don't care what I get in return because I know I'm going to need those tools.
What would I get in return?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Okay.
Tremendously epic.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
Okay.
I figured as much.
It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right.
I can exactly do that.
What's that piece of paper?
I honestly don't know. I was going through the back room when the new recipe suddenly hit me. I grabbed the first piece of paper I came across to write down the ingredients.
Can I see it?
Hang on.
I'd rather you not. Our sector is very competitive. If I let you read the ingredients, you could steal my recipe. I can give it to you after the recipe is complete, when I'll be sure nobody will copy my work.
Okay.
You know what? That piece of
Bye.
paper,
See you soon.
I think it's part of the map.
I need it. I wrote down the ingredients.
I understand. It's a piece of paper with some writing on it.
I have a feeling that the piece of paper is part of the map. Let's take these tools. As soon as we can find this
When
flower...
you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll
Easy.
do my best.
I am a gardener. Don't you worry, dude. Okay, as soon as I can get this
I
flower,
better be going now.
then I can...
The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave.
Yeah. He's weird. That guy's weird. But do I have money? Hang on, where's all my money? My money is gone. I want to get some candies.
I don't
wanna
want to
get
risk
jelly
breaking the
beans.
container.
Alright, I thought I had money, but my money is gone now. Where did all my money go? What's this place? Okay, he's doing something I love to do. 3D printer? That's
it doesn't work
cool.
like that. It's the same printer we use at school. Here on the side is a multi-format reader. It can read USB sticks, CDs, etc. And it's also a scanner to read data directly from images.
Okay.
Once all the info has been inserted into the reader, it'll be converted into data, which will be passed on to the printer. Only then will it be ready to begin operating.
Okay, I need to use that too. I'm getting vibes for the key with that chest in the attic and at the library. This is a really modern place.
I'm not thirsty.
Futuristic power supply?
Useless. I already have all the energy I need.
This nerd? That's so mean. Why call him that? Ah.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the fabulous Bonetown U Pub.
Is this supposed to be a pub?
It is. It's a full-fledged pub.
Right.
You have the opportunity to select different drinks of your choice, and it's all automated.
At first sight, it looks more like a garage with vending machines.
Uh-huh.
Details. This is the future. People don't want to waste time with chatter. They want to get straight to the point. And I offer what they want. A valid alternative to the old and worn-down Bonetown premises.
True.
Maybe you should have invested a bit more in the interior design, like moving some tires or getting rid of the tools.
I appeal to a different clientele. A bit in the style of Dine and Dash, but more like Drink and Dash.
Okay.
Well, if that is your philosophy, I'd say you've done a great job.
I know. Thank you.
Alright, well that guy was really nice and helpful, so we can use his 3D printer whenever we want. Apparently. I still don't know what we're meant to be printing out yet. I have a feeling it's that key. Oh, look at all the junk on the roof of the blacksmith. That's really, really strange.
I don't need it. What could I do with a cart with a couple of wheels missing?
Well, there's wheels at the top there.
I can't get there, and above all, I don't need it.
What are these gutters?
Lately, the value of copper has gone through the roof, but I don't really want to rob this poor town.
Armor. Jet engine. What kind of
I'll think
blacksmith
about
is
it later.
this?
Maybe I could mount it on my next bicycle. Let's see if there's anyone here.
Okay. Oh, it's a horsey. The nerd in the other place was telling me that the blacksmith was repairing his car, apparently. There's a lot of stuff in this place.
Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra incentive.
Uh-huh. I'm looking for, like, some hay, but he's got hay there. He doesn't really need
I don't
anymore.
know how, but it could be useful.
A mystical hammer. Cool. I don't know how either, but yes, cool.
Better not. It looks like here in Bonetown, water is a valuable asset.
That is so true. A matchbox.
They could always come in handy.
What can we do with that? Can I use... This is a long shot, but can I use matches to prop up my eyes?
Too many things. I can't take...
I have heard... I've seen that in, like,
I don't need it.
silly movies and things.
It must weigh at least a couple of quintals. I'd rather not test my
What's a
spine more
quintal?
than necessary.
I don't know what a quintal is.
Better take them with me. You never know.
Okay, we have a lot of stuff here now. I don't know if there's anything I can do with the horse just yet. Perhaps an apple or a carrot. I'm pretty sure we might need those little matchsticks to prop up my eyes.
I'm a peaceful guy. I don't want to bring weapons with me.
What is this place?
I hope I don't have to compete in some strange medieval tournament.
What's this town? What is so what is this? What is this? Who's that guy? What is this? This is crazy. There's some scissors. Scissors are always handy.
Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and take them. And don't forget to advertise Roger's Weapons Shop.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Roger. That was easier than expected. I don't know what I'm going to do with scissors, but, you know. What is the deal with
I
all these
noticed that the
gutters?
city is being revitalized with all those new gutters.
Let's say we must make a virtue of necessity. We've got serious water problems here in Bonetown. And, I would add, serious economic problems, too. Our Mayor Steve is trying to tackle all these problems as best he can. I think it's a good compromise. All that shiny brass seems to beautify Bonetown, and simultaneously provides the water we need to get by.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, young man.
I need weapons. Many weapons.
I need weapons. Many weapons.
No problem. Here you can find as many as you want. And if you don't see something around, I can order it for you. But I need your ID and your carry permit.
I don't
I'll
have
be back
that.
with the documents. Many documents.
I'm sure of it.
Excuse me. All these weapons are messing with my mind. How long has this shop been running?
Basically ever since Bonetown existed. In every town there's a shop selling weapons, and Rogers is the ultimate shop in the city. We have weapons from all countries and all ages. Our centerpiece is that gun on display over there. It dates all the way back to the early 1700s.
Ooh.
My grandpa found it hidden in his attic. It's in a perfect state of preservation.
Wow.
I'd only like to take a look, thanks.
I wonder if there's a map inside the gun.
I couldn't help but notice the gun on display.
You have a good eye, kid. It's the finest piece we have. It's an authentic weapon from the early 1700s. My grandpa found it in the attic, and since then it has always been on display here in our shop. We've done lots of research on it, but we were never able to establish provenance. We know that it dates back centuries, and it's a unique piece. It is unmatched in handling and finish. How it ended up in my grandpa's attic is currently a mystery. There's an inscription, J. Roger. We think it belonged to one of our forefathers. And in our family tree, there's nobody whose name started with a J. The first Roger to arrive here in Bonetown was Johann, but he was an Icelandic fisherman.
How much are you selling it for?
It's the only piece in
Oh.
the entire collection not for sale.
Why's that?
It's needed to give our shop a certain prestige. Without this, we would just be another common emporium selling weapons.
I need to steal it.
Instead, many people pass through here because they know this relic is here. If I sold it, many customers wouldn't return.
I understand.
I understand, but I need to steal it.
There must be something for which you would be willing to part with that gun.
Absolutely not. There is no other weapon identical to this. You could try to find another identical one, but according to the research we did, it's a unique piece. And even if I found another one of the same value, I could never trade it. As I already told you, our patronage is based, at the end of the day, on this heirloom. That's why we installed a very sophisticated
Oh
alarm
no,
system
alarm.
that goes off as soon as the weapon is removed.
That's not good.
How does your alarm system work?
It detects the presence, weight, and dimensions of the object. As soon as this is removed, it immediately goes off. The only chance to steal it would be to substitute the gun with another identical one. But being one of a kind, it's absolutely impossible.
3D printer.
I'd say it's a foolproof system.
Understood.
A 3D printer.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right, we need to... How do we take a copy of that?
The engraving says J. Roger. Let's try to see if there's something that might be useful to my research. Oops, I better put everything back as it was.
J. Roger.
Sorry, my mistake.
Careful, boy. I don't like to repeat myself, so I'll tell you only once. It's not wise taking something without permission in a shop that sells weapons.
Thanks for the advice.
That is
This alarm
actually
is a
true.
problem. I have to find a way to avoid activating it.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's see if J. Roger is on that list. Yes, John Roger. Okay. Alright, so we know that we need that gun. We need that gun. We need that gun. We need to print that out on the 3D printer, I'm pretty sure. Definitely to replicate that gun. This is such a big town. Look at that music shop. That is so different. It's down this little alleyway. Oh. I don't like the look of that amusement park. I don't know how just yet.
Let's try and hope it still works.
That's not gonna work, this little
There's a
photo
super
booth.
promotion. With a single shot, you'll see yourself in your current form, in the guise of a pirate, and, brand new option, in the guise of a drunk pirate. All offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. The things you do to attract customers.
Huh.
Woo! I better go out and recover the posters. I'm curious to admire the different versions of myself.
I happen to wonder if I can use that for ID.
Great. 3 posters of me.
My mind is whirring. It's whirring.
But the flash didn't exactly help either.
I'm not sure what to do with them, but my mind is whirring. I might just head back. I'll go there soon, but I want to look in this music shop first. Whoa, psychedelic. What is that, a tuning fork?
A tuning fork can always come in handy. Excuse me, can I take that tuning fork?
Sure. It's available to customers to find harmony.
Thanks, dude. What can that do, though? A tuning fork.
Hey, there are other musical instruments here too, but these seem to be more ancient.
Okay, that can be of use. Something about that triangle is suspicious.
Usually there's a metallic stick to make it play, but I can't see that here. I need something else to make it vibrate.
What about the tuning fork?
It should work.
That didn't do anything, though.
What was that? There's a hideout in the wall. The opening mechanism seems to have activated with the sound of the instrument.
Okay.
The opening is too narrow. I can't even see what's inside.
Can I pry the opening?
I don't think these will help me this way. I don't think these...
What about...
Better use it with caution. I could cause...
How am I going to pry that open? What about if I ring the triangle again?
Let's see what happens. It doesn't do anything. Maybe I should try with some other instruments.
Okay, let's... Maybe it needs all the instruments. It might need the sound from
It's
all
a bow,
the instruments.
but it's so old that the strings are worn out. I'll take it with me. If I can find a way to replace the strings, I can use the cello.
Okay. Yes, I think I need to play all of the instruments to be able to open up that little hideout.
It looks like a mechanical piano. I can't play it. To make it work, a musical roll would be necessary.
Okay.
I never saw one so old, though. There's an engraving. Walter Fly, 1712.
Walter Fly, is that on our list? Yes, Walter Fly. Okay. Okay, we'll come back here some other time, but we are slowly getting there. I'm really impressed with how I'm going. Hippie. Wonder if he knows about the piano roll.
It seems something is missing from the piano in the back room.
Dude, you have sharp eyes. That is one of the first mechanical pianos. It works with a specific roll that makes the melody start.
Can you tell me where I can find a roll?
Impossible. I know there was only one for that model, but it was lost long before I was even born. My father told me that his grandfather loaned it to someone. For what reason, I don't know. And then it was never given back. I have no idea where it might have ended up.
Thanks anyway.
I'm sure we will find it.
Have you ever heard of Walter Fly?
I'm thinking, dude. I think he's a singer from the 60s. No, wait. Dude, inspiration? It's just about to come. It's been a while since I heard that name. Walter Fly was a distant relative of mine. My third or fourth something or other. If I recall correctly, in the back room is a mechanical piano that belonged to him.
Yes.
Dude, he was like a musical genius. A sort of Beethoven of his age. Just that he didn't play in big theaters, only on transport vessels, or so I recall. Plus, he was very good at mechanics. Dude, he knew how to put things in harmony.
What do you mean?
The harmony between music and mechanics. Everything revolves around harmony, dude. In the back room, there are still instruments at the time Walter Fly came here to Bonetown.
I understand.
Okay,
Goodbye.
we're getting
Goodbye.
somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I'll come back here when I have a piano roll and something to fix those cello strings with. Oh, what's that way? Pebbles. This way looks a bit
A few
freaky.
pumice stone pebbles could come in handy. They're light but resistant.
What do they do? The pumice stones. I know that they're used for your feet, but that's all I can think of. Okay, so here we are on the map. Oh, we've almost looked in every place, so we are definitely putting together this little story. There's an old church, I think, up there, and we just need to look into that old amusement park, which is gonna be freaky. I think I'd rather be in the cemetery than this old amusement park. Hey, there's the flowers. We need those flowers.
These are the flowers the pharmacist was looking for.
Uh-huh.
Better take them to him. But he expressly instructed me not to touch them with bare hands. I should use something that will preserve their essence.
Okay, what have we got? We could use the tongs.
I don't think these will help me this way.
Okay. Alright. What about if we just use the trowel in the container?
I hope they grew spontaneously.
Okay, easy. Oh, that's nice. I can't believe we've actually done something. I feel really, really clever.
It's empty. There's no need to enter.
There's a cow in the back. I wonder what he is doing there. We can go in the crypt? Are you sure we want to do that?
I don't want to take a tombstone.
That one is closed.
The entrance is locked, quite rightly. Restricted access will be reserved for family members only.
Mm-hmm. But this one is open. Yikes. What is this place? A coffin? Junk?
It doesn't seem healthy to touch these things.
Oh, what's in there?
I don't want to open a coffin.
Why not? Do it.
I don't think that would work.
How are we going to open it? Okay, so they just put this room in and you can't do anything.
Somebody transformed this crypt into some sort of house. It probably became a shelter for someone. I hope it's just an exposition coffin that ended up here by mistake.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else I do in there right now. I think we'll go back to that graveyard area soon. What's that guy? That's the blacksmith. What's he doing there? That explains...
It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life and death, my tools cannot be touched.
Okay. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, do you need something?
He seems very busy.
Good boy. I can see you're very perceptive.
Let's say it's one of my numerous gifts, in addition to...
I'll stop you right there. I already said you're very perceptive, and you noticed that I'm very busy. What does that tell you?
That you're very busy.
That you need my help?
Absolutely. Here's what I need now. Could you please talk to me as little as possible? At least until I'm finished with this job?
Is it a long job?
You have no idea.
Okay, so...
Bye.
There's not much I can do with that guy right now. I do want his little toolbox though.
I don't have my driver's license yet.
There's different sort of windows here. What can I
wouldn't
do
know what
here?
to do with it.
No, I don't know either. It's an engine.
I can't. It needs gasoline to work.
Gasoline.
It won't work if you don't start the engine first. From what I
Okay.
see, I guess it still runs on gasoline or something similar.
Well, that's something I 100% don't have. I could go in there though. Oh, it's a reverend. What's that? A Polaroid?
Maybe it could come in handy.
That's a camera. I can take a picture. Is that enough to take a picture of the gun? able to replicate that?
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, son.
I was admiring the beauty of this church.
You're right. It's a real piece of art. It dates back a few centuries and is all thanks to an ancestor of mine. After he traveled across the ocean, he settled here in Bonetown. Seeing the condition of the village, he wanted to build a place of comfort for wayward souls at all costs.
What was the name of your ancestor?
Edward Drake, the first minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, Father, I think I understand.
This calling has been handed down from one generation to another, right up to today.
Is he on our list? Is he on our list?
Can you tell me anything more about Edward Drake?
My ancestor? First minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of the Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, that one.
Yes, that guy.
Before coming here to Bonetown, it is said he was a skilled glassmaker. All the stained glass windows of the church are his handiwork, created by his powerful hand, used with the sacred fire of faith, designed with the ecstasy of supreme adoration.
Yes, really beautiful.
Yes, son. Every time I look at them, the fervor of the Drakes ignites within me once again.
How are things going for the Church of Bonetown?
Under my guidance, there's nothing to fear. Unfortunately, my flock has been reduced in number, but not in the strength of its faith. There are just a few troublemakers, a few kids who still don't have the patience to listen to my small 2-hour sermons, but nothing more.
How come Bonetown is in this condition?
Progress. Bonetown remained a pure city, like when my ancestor arrived and never adapted to progress, and the latest events surely didn't help.
What events?
There are weird stories going around. Some of the faithful said they've seen people, not locals, digging around the city.
Well, like
we
us.
warned the mayor, who went personally to the places in question, but he found them already abandoned. Rumors say these excavations caused a hydrogeological instability that's depleting Bonetown's water supply. Fortunately, the holes were filled in again to prevent any damage to our flourishing city tourism.
You know what? I think it's just dawned on me that the people that are digging around, they're looking for the treasure. I'm pretty sure.
Right now, I think I'm the only tourist in town.
Son, just the mere chance to visit our holy church should be good reason to come to Bonetown, our little St. Peter.
Maybe you're exaggerating a little.
Plus, we have a lot of other pleasant attractions. Here in Bonetown, we don't lack anything. Library, museum, amusement park, one of the most famous inns of the area.
I wish I knew that earlier. I'm staying at the Dead Man
That
Inn.
is the most
That
one. Yes.
Precisely. Everybody envies us for it.
It's
Who exactly
terrible.
envies the Dead Man Inn?
Come again, son.
Nothing, Father. I was just reflecting on my luck. What's the reason, in your opinion, for these illegal excavations?
Rumors say that under Bonetown there are veins of precious materials, and that the excavations were tests conducted by companies without city approval. The mayor would never let the city be disfigured.
What
Yes.
materials might be in Bonetown's subsoil?
Some fantasize about golden veins. Others say it's copper or tin.
Copper.
I think there is nothing at all, or they would have surely realized it when they built the city. There's been no findings of any precious materials, either today or in the past. In doubt, the mayor may put some signs around that forbid excavations in all areas adjoining the town.
Why am I suspicious now about the mayor? All of the drains, the gutters, are made from copper.
Interesting. Seeing such a huge ship represented on a big stained glass window is not something you see every day. I wonder from which religious source the master glassmaker took inspiration. It's accurate in every detail. Actually, now that I'm looking at it carefully, on one of the sails there are even some micro inscriptions.
Okay.
It's a shame I can't get any closer.
How do we...
The story seems to continue. The boat is about to reach a safe haven.
Right.
And in the end, a flourishing city.
Ooh. That's gotta have something to do with the treasure. Well, there's not much I can do here just yet. But I think there are some things that I can actually do and get started with. I have one more place left to visit on my list, and that's the amusement park. So let's head there. I think that's my last place. I'm not totally sure. Oh, there's another place up there. What's that? Oh, what's this? Nice seagull though.
I can't take anything until the seagull goes away.
Okay, what's in his nest?
It's the seagull's nest. I can see many little objects inside that it's surely picked up around Bonetown.
Like
Wait
what?
a minute. I believe I see a corner. I think I could find a use for it.
Yes, yes.
Such a nice little animal.
How do I get rid of the seagull?
Actually, scratch that.
Is there anything here that I can get rid of the seagull with? What if I throw pebbles
I
at him?
think they can be used in a more useful way.
I'm not sure how to get rid of the seagull just yet.
Keep out. Threatening, but not excessively.
Definitely safe bridge.
The planks still look in good shape. I'd say all these signs create only unjustified panic. And this comes from someone who rode a bike with no brakes.
Alright, let's go up to the lighthouse. How do we get rid of that seagull though? Oh, what's this? A plate.
1699. The light will guide you. I guess it's praised for the job this
1699.
lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1, start. 2, steer. It doesn't seem difficult. It's a beautiful horizon. I think I can even see Oak Island.
We have a control box and an opening.
It's the opening to access the actual lighthouse.
Okay. Should we put anything in there?
It doesn't work if the lighthouse is off.
How do we turn that on?
I think this is the best possible way to use these matches.
Oh.
Once you used a certain kind of oil to light a fire. From the condition of the lighthouse, I'd say it's very likely there's still some left.
Okay.
I'm not risking burning anything, and I'm isolated from other houses.
I thought I had to use those matchsticks for another reason.
Great, but it's better to close the opening, or I'll risk that flame burning out.
Okay, there we go.
Good job.
Now let's use
Okay,
this little
let's try.
control box. What? I think this is going to be our final map, right? This is our final map. When we have all of our pieces, we need to come here and then we need to aim the light. Yes, because we cannot use this right now. We don't have the coordinates. We'll come back here another time.
It's practically impossible if you don't have any coordinates.
Alright, well let's come back here once we have the coordinates. I don't know how to get that seagull off though. Let's have a look in the amusement park. Ooh, shiny object. What are you?
My arms are not long enough.
They are not. What if we could use like a plank or something to get up there?
There's something shiny on the roof. Maybe it's the only thing worth taking from this place.
You know what? I see. We can use our mystical hammer on this
Let's try this one.
thing. It hasn't done anything.
No way. The weight doesn't move an inch. There must be another way to make the bell ring.
What about with the tuning fork?
Is it possible the solution could be so easy?
Please?
It seems to have worked. I won a prize.
Oh, that's nice.
Very nice.
We got a little teddy. What do we do with him?
Let's see what this is about. Small Teddy, property of Rock Lafitte. Rock Lafitte? Could he be the same man from my father's letter? It would seem he was a pirate with a soft heart. It'd be better to check this plush more carefully.
Uh-huh. Check inside. What about... There might be a piece of the map
Just as I
inside.
thought, there's something hidden inside. The very smart Mr. Lafitte hid his piece of the map the only place no one would ever look for it. Better add his part of the map to the other pieces.
Yes. Yes, we found our
I don't need
first
this plush
bit.
anymore. I hope Mr. Lafitte won't be offended.
I'm so excited. We found our first bit of the map.
Now I have 2 pieces of the map.
Well, we've got 2 pieces, but this is the first bit that I've
Nice.
actually found. Amazing! I feel so clever. I don't know how to get that shiny object though. How do we get up there? He said his arms are not long enough. Okay, I might have to get up there at a later time, but I do have the flower now. I can finally use that flower to give to the pharmacist. And this is where it all started to go a little bit wrong, as I had a moment and I didn't record the next 20 minutes or so. I decided not to replay the parts that were missing and instead just talk you through what I ended up doing. I'm so sorry that the footage is not there and I apologize profusely. But what I did is I used the camera that was in the church to photograph the gun, and I made a 3D copy of it, which then allowed me to swap over the replica with the real gun, and inside the gun was our third piece of the map. I then combined the stamp from Mayor Steve with our pirate souvenir posters to bluff our way to getting the envelope from the museum curator. Inside the envelope was another piece of the map and a bottle of alcohol. I worked out how to take the chicken menu test at the One-Eye Jack's restaurant by cutting out fake eyes and slipping them on over my glasses. I then was able to take the ancient cookie and find a map inside. And lastly, I opened the chest in the library to find another map piece. I think this is a great spot to leave this one now. We've managed to get 6 pieces of the 9, so we are very close to fully restoring this map and going back to that lighthouse and pinpointing our little spot, which is really cool. I am so proud of what I've managed to do here. I actually feel really clever, which doesn't happen often for me. Okay, sometimes I feel very dumb, but at the moment I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling confident that I can actually do this. This has been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying Willy Morgan's adventure. I want to know more about his dad though, and I'm starting to be quite suspicious about the town. I am very suspicious about these copper drain pipes. What do they have to do with the excavations that have been happening? I wish in some ways I am suspicious of the mayor, Steve, but he knows Willy's dad, so surely he can't be a bad person? I don't know. But Willy's dad has been missing for 10 years. I just hope that we'll be able to find the rest of the pieces of the map and finish his dad's investigation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying Willy Morgan, The Curse of Bonetown. I will see you again very soon. Bye.